Good morning, boys and girls. Today I'm going to be teaching lesson 12.5, adding and subtracting fractions on a number line. So hopefully all the little techniques that I teach you, it's going to help you to better understand how to do this lesson. Okay, so on your quick check, this is what you're going to see. You're going to have a number line with fractions. And they're going to be telling you, they're going to be asking you, which equation is represented on the number line. And we know an equation is a number sentence. So you're going to have to turn this problem, what you see, into a number sentence. Well, first of all, before we even begin that, I want to talk about this number line. So here you can see the denominator is 8. That's telling you that this number line is broken into 8 equal parts. Okay? They gave it to us and told us, but sometimes they're not going to tell you that they won't even have that, and you're going to have to figure that out. Well, how would you do that? All you have to do, boys and girls, is count. Count the number of sections here. You don't start with 0. You would start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 eighths is one whole. So this is broken into 8 equal parts, okay? But they told us that. They gave us that information, so we don't have to figure that out. Now, the next step that you're going to have to do in order to solve this problem is you're going to have to take this and you're going to have to write your number sentence, your equation. Remember, boys and girls, a number sentence and an equation are the exact same thing, okay? So when you look at this, you look at where is that arrow, where is it starting? Okay, it's going here. You can see it's going here. It started right here, 3 eighths. Well, we're going to write that on our board, okay? Now, the second step is you have to see which way is that arrow going. Is it going up the number line, increasing, or is it going down the number line, decreasing? Well, it's definitely going up the number line. The numbers are getting larger. They're increasing. So whenever you have the numbers increasing, that's telling you right now, right, that this is an addition problem. So whenever the numbers are increasing, it's an addition problem. So we're just going to write our plus sign. Okay. Now, here, where the arrow ends on 5 eighths, that's your answer to the problem. Okay? So don't get confused. That's your answer. That's where it ends. So we're going to write 5 eighths here. Okay? Now you need to fill in this section. Well, we can do that. We know 3, well, you would say to yourself, 3 plus what number equals 5? Well, I know 3 plus 2 equals 5, and we keep this in eighths. Okay, so now we just wrote out our number sentence. 3 eighths plus 2 eighths equals 5 eighths. And you can look up here, if you look at the actual number line, you can see that it took 2 hops. Watch. 1, 2. 2. So that's how you would write an equation for using the number line. Now I'm going to show you another example, something else that you're going to see on the quick check. Okay. Now, sometimes they'll do this, and it really can throw students off and seem very tricky. Okay. What they're going to do is they might have a problem like this. Okay. And you're going to say to yourself, well, it's starting at 0. Well, that's not a fraction. And you're right, it's not a fraction. And I don't know why they do that, but don't let that, trick you or make it difficult for you in any way. That's zero is not a fraction. Zero is zero. So you have to look here. This is really, right here is where it's starting. It's starting right here. Well, what is that fraction? Well, let's see. Let's see what our denominator is going to be, okay? Well, let's count. We'll count how many equal parts are to find our denominator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I know my denominator is 8. And this here is where it is starting. Well, what number is that? What's my numerator going to be? Let's count. 1, 2, 2. Okay? So what we're doing right now is we're going to write an equation. We're writing an equation for this number line. So now you're going to look at it again and you're going to say, are those arrows increasing, going up the number line? Or are those arrows decreasing, going down the number line? Well, those arrows are definitely increasing, going up the number line. So I know that this is an addition problem. So I'm just going to write my plus sign right away. Okay? And then you're going to see, well, right here, where is this ending at? Where is this arrow ending at? Remember, that's going to be your answer. So let's see. It's 1, 2, 3. It's ending at 3/8. So then I say to myself, well, you have to fill this in. 2 plus what number is going to give me 3? That's right. It's 1. 1. And then we keep it in eighths. So 2/8 plus 1/8 equals 3/8. I just wrote an equation for this number line. And you can see right here when you look at this, you start at 2/8. We only took one hop, one, to get to 3/8. Okay? But don't let that, when they start on 0, don't let that confuse you or throw you off. This is actually where the problem begins, right here. Okay? Because 0 is 0. So I hope that helps you with that kind of problem. Now I'm going to show you a subtraction problem. Okay? I'm going to show you what that's going to look like. Okay. Zero. We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Now, I'm going to draw you, let's see. We're going to, okay. So you may see a number line that looks like this, okay? So the first thing you're going to say to yourself, remember the steps, you're going to say, well, where is this arrow beginning? Well, it's beginning right here. And they told me it's 4/5. So I'm just going to write that down, okay? Now, you look at the arrow, okay? Which way is it going? Is it decreasing, going down the number line, or is it increasing, going up the number line? Well, this is definitely decreasing. It's going down the number line. And when you see that, you know, boys and girls, it's a subtraction problem. So I'm going to put a minus sign right here. Okay? Now remember, where this arrow ends, right here, where this arrow ends, that's always going to be your answer. So I'm just going to write that. I'm going to write equals 1/5. Okay? Now we have to fill in this. We have to fill in this fraction right here. Well, you could say to yourself, 4 minus what equals 1? Okay? Which we know is 3, or you could count 1, 2, 3. Okay, we know it's 3/5. Okay, so this is an equation for this number line, and it's a subtraction problem. 4/5 minus 3/5 equals 1/5. Okay, so those are some of the kind of problems you're going to see on the quick check. Okay, now I'm going to show you one more. Okay, and I had to draw this out. They're actually going to give you a word problem, okay? And then they're going to ask you to choose the correct number line.